Check, 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 1, 2. Check, 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 1, 2. Check, 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 1, 2.
start with God Bless America and play just a little bit of it? Can we start with America the Beautiful? Don't judge me. It's going to echo a lot. You got to watch. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Proud heritage.
I love this thing. All right, from the top, please, from the trio. Fight the tendency to rush, right, guys? It just keeps getting faster because we keep compressing that space. You got to be sure to subdivide so you don't rush. Keep it steady, okay? Otherwise, the faculty, you're going to start walking really fast and freaking out, okay? Do it again. Here we go. From the trio. 1, 2, 2, ready, go. And dun, 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 dun. Today. Really crisp, yeah? Okay, bueno.
Pomp and circumstance. Still pomp and circumstance, the second ending. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and.
introduction, up high, natural, natural, natural. I know where you swing flats. And then from there, that goes right into movement 3 of English folk song. So have those out together, yeah? All right, English folk song, movement 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jim Godo, Assistant Vice President for External Affairs and Special Assistant to the President at North Central College. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the college's 153rd commencement. This is a day of celebration, and rain will not dampen our spirits. Our goal is to make this a great day for our graduates, the class of 2018. It is also our goal to make your time on our campus comfortable and safe. With that in mind, I have a few housekeeping announcements to make prior to the beginning of today's ceremony. A detailed map of the Residence Hall Recreation Center is conveniently located in your commencement program. The map identifies all building exits, the location of all restrooms, the first aid facility, concessions, and bookstore sales. Please take a moment to familiarize yourself with the surroundings. In the unlikely event that we experience severe weather during today's ceremony, I will return to the podium to provide you with evacuation procedures, and our ushers will help direct you to a safe location. Please be advised that safe areas include interior hallways on all floors of this building, the locker rooms, and all stairwells. Avoid glass doors and windows. In the event of a fire alarm or other incident requiring an evacuation of the building, you will be instructed to use the nearest exit. If you wish to take photos, you may use the designated area, which is to my right or to your left. Plan to use the photography area as your loved one nears the moment where he or she crosses the stage. Take your pictures and return to your seat. And please be courteous to others. Should you require first aid attention, personnel from the college health staff are stationed to your left side of the stage, my right, as indicated by signage in the Residence Hall Recreation Center and also illustrated on the map in your program. There are also paramedics from the Naperville Fire Department on site. To accommodate those who are hearing impaired, Patty Shore-Caden will interpret North Central College's 2018 commencement ceremony in American Sign Language. You will find Patty's image inset in the live video coverage of the ceremony on the screens adjacent to the stage. Restrooms are located on the first floor of this building and are clearly marked with overhead signage. You may also use the men's and women's locker room facilities, which are in the north hallway behind you. And for our guests viewing from the third floor walking track, restrooms are located near the elevator. Concessions are available outside at the west end of the ResRec Center and are accessible through the lobby at the northwest corner of the building. If you wish to purchase North Central College merchandise today, Follett's Bookstore is set up outside in a tent at the west end of this building, also accessible through the lobby. Additionally, flower bouquets are available for purchase in the same location. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a long-standing ritual at college commencements for the audience to stand during the academic procession. In a few moments, the college's faculty will enter the seating area at the west end of the building. We ask that you, the audience, please rise as you are able and welcome the faculty with robust applause. The class of 2018 will follow the faculty into the arena. And yes, robust applause is appropriate. The procession begins at the west end of Murner Fieldhouse, can be viewed on the large screens on either side of the stage. We have made a few minor adjustments to that procession today because of the inclement weather, but you'll be able to view that on the screens on either side of the stage. The flags along the stage represent the home countries of international students who are graduating today or who have studied this academic year at North Central. A complete list of the countries represented can be found in your commencement program. Immediately following the ceremony, refreshments will be available in Championship Plaza at the west end of Murner Fieldhouse, or in the event of inclement weather, inside the Murner Fieldhouse. Also, please be advised that graduates are required to collect their diplomas in Murner Fieldhouse at the conclusion of today's ceremony. Finally, please silence your cell phones during the ceremony today. Thank you for your attention to these important announcements. You are here to celebrate a loved one's achievement. Congratulations and enjoy the day. North Central College's 153rd commencement will begin in a few minutes.
This morning, as the North Central College chaplain, it is my honor to ask a blessing over these proceedings. While I will lift up my prayer from the Christian tradition, I hope the words and thoughts might resonate with you, no matter what faith path you may follow. May we enter an attitude of reflection and prayer. God of the past, you are the source of light and truth for the world. We thank you for the countless moments in thousands of lives that have brought us to this time of celebration. For the generations of yesterday who have poured themselves into this place. For the family, friends, teachers, and counselors who have raised and guided this class to become part of the North Central College family. Bless their continued work and the love that it shows. God of the present, you surround every moment of our lives. We now gather to celebrate the accomplishments of scholars and athletes, to celebrate the tenacity of student veterans, first-generation college graduates, and premier scholars, to celebrate the vision of artists, actors, and activists, to celebrate seekers of truth, doers of justice, and lovers of kindness. Bless our time today as we honor them and send them forth. God of the future, you have revealed light to all nations for all time. As we remember and celebrate, we also ask that your light continue to illuminate those gathered here, trustees and administrators, faculty and staff, family and friends, that we might continue the work of North Central College embodied in this graduating class. And finally, gracious and loving God, pour your blessings on this graduating class of 2018. They are prepared to graduate, to succeed, to serve, to go out and transform the world for good. Shine light and truth on them every day, that they may do well and do good all the days of their lives. Everlasting God, I lift this prayer to you in the name of Jesus Christ, who lives with you in the Holy Spirit. Receive it and multiply these thoughts and prayers for the sake of those gathered and for a world that needs bold bearers of truth and light. Amen.
Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you, Reverend Doolittle. And thanks to all of you for braving the weather this morning. At the May meeting of the Board of Trustees of North Central College, we transitioned to a new board chair. And the retiring board chair mentioned to me this morning that after 9 years in that role, that this weather had never happened under his watch. I think he refused to give the number to the new board chair as to who to call to make in the request for the sunshine. Thank you for braving the weather to be here. To all the family members and friends here today, to the trustees, alumni, faculty, and staff of North Central College, and to the distinguished members of the class of 2018. Welcome to the commencement exercises of North Central College, one of the finest comprehensive colleges of the liberal arts and sciences in America. I'm pleased that all of you are here today. During this academic year, 670 students completed requirements for bachelor's degrees, and 83 completed requirements for advanced degrees. Class of 2018, you've experienced one of the most transformative periods in the history of this college. We modernized our facilities to improve your academic experience with new classrooms and science labs, a new Bloomberg Finance Lab, additional places for meeting and studying, and by updating the technologies. A new residence hall, redesigned walkways, more parking, and more options for gathering and eating were also part of the plan to make the campus the best that it can be. At the same time, members of this class were undertaking their own efforts to make this college the best that it can be. You helped establish forums and clubs that promote better communication and celebrate diversity. You welcomed speakers and authors who expressed diverse viewpoints. You modeled civic engagement and showed respect for others. representing the highest ideals of ethical behavior. You've made North Central a better place through your positive leadership and conversations on social justice, inclusion, and race. Also notable, the class of 2018 is the first to experience our Cardinal First program for first-generation students. Many of you were part of the pilot program in 2014, and then you became active participants and leaders. We're proud that 130 first-generation graduates and their families packed Wentz Concert Hall yesterday for the pinning ceremony. Also in this class are the first graduates in new academic programs, including environmental studies, neuroscience, and the Scheimer Great Books School. Some of you played a role in our celebration of the 50th anniversary of WONC, sharing your pride in its special history and alumni. Our Enactus team was one of the top 16 in the whole country, and many of you garnered important recognitions for your excellence in forensics, mock trial, debate, and the Chronicle. You've shared your music and theater talents on our fine arts stages, enriching the campus and Naperville community with concerts, plays, and spirited performances at athletic contests. You've volunteered thousands of hours on campus and off, helping with Feed the Need and human service programs locally, nationally, and internationally. You've studied abroad, across the globe, and across disciplines. You partnered with your professors on research. Yesterday, we toasted the accomplishments of 22 college scholars. You've embraced sustainability by gardening, composting, recycling, riding Cardinal Red bikes, and learning about solar panels, leaving this campus and the world a better place for your actions. The student athletes in this class achieved 19 CCIW conference championships and 5 team national titles, raising our institutional total to 35. You represent some of the first members of the men's volleyball team and women's triathlon program, and you contributed to the success of both. Among you are 17 academic All-Americans and 11 All-Americans, and some of you were honored multiple times. But most of you chose to be student athletes simply because you enjoy competing and building camaraderie with your teammates. We're also proud of the 7 United States military veterans receiving their degrees today. Each one of them has overcome a unique set of hurdles in life to earn their degrees today, and we congratulate all of you. In the class of 2018, we have 13 countries represented by our international graduates today. They hail from Bulgaria, Chile, Colombia, Croatia, El Salvador, Germany, Japan, Macedonia, Mexico, Rwanda, South Korea, Swaziland, and Uzbekistan. And I want to welcome the family members who traveled from these countries to celebrate with their graduates today. I'm proud to add that 3 of our international students will be staying to pursue master's degrees at North Central College in the fall. Graduates of this class are going on to earn advanced degrees in a variety of fields, preparing to become pharmacists, nurses, physician's assistants, occupational therapists, and other health professions. Others will pursue advanced degrees in statistics, chemistry, ministry, Spanish translation, sports administration, music theory, leadership, energy management, and business administration. Your destinations are as wide-ranging as the University of California at Santa Barbara and the University of Florida. Some of you are beginning positions with reputable institutions like PwC, Allstate, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Edward Jones. Many have found teaching and coaching positions with area school districts. Your class represents the ideals of this college's founders, and you have been worthy role models for the students who will follow in your footsteps. And I look forward to hearing about your successes in the years to come. North Central College is an independent college governed by a self-perpetuating board of trustees, which includes representatives of many professions, alumni of the college, the Naperville community, and the United Methodist Church. Many of our trustees and their families are here today, as well as members of the Board of Trustee Associates and the Alumni Board. They join me in welcoming all of you to this 153rd commencement. One very special guest here today is the Honorable Steve Cherico, Mayor of the City of Naperville, the finest small city in America. Mr. Mayor.
Good morning. It's an honor to be with you all here today. This is my 4th commencement ceremony, and I have to say, as mayor, I attend a lot of events, but this is one of my favorite events. To always see the students, the graduates, and the pride in the moms and dads as they watch their students cross the stage here gives me hope and confidence that our future is in good hands. And I know with the world-class education that you've received, it is in good hands. I have to say that as I talk about Naperville to other mayors, I mentioned that Naperville's a college town, and I mentioned this last year, but it always surprises me that the other mayors are surprised by that. They look at me sort of puzzled, and they don't realize, they don't make the connection between the two. And I say, how could you not know this? I mean, the campus is right downtown Naperville. The stadium is right in our downtown. And it struck me that the reason why is because of our students. You don't treat Naperville like it's a college town. You've treated it like it's your hometown. And for that, we're very grateful. You have really enriched this community with all you've done. And so now it's time to go out and enrich the world. So thank you very much for all your hard work and for treating this town so wonderfully. Good luck.
Thank you, Mayor Cherico. It has been a long tradition at colleges and universities that a senior speak on behalf of the graduating class. Representing the class of 2018 is Devante Sanders Funchess. Speaking comes naturally to Devante as a nationally recognized forensic competitor and this year's outstanding student in forensics. He has used his speaking talents to advocate for African American rights in our country, presenting on the subject in TEDx talks and the Rawl Symposium for Undergraduate Research here at North Central. A man of many interests and talents, he plans to pursue an MBA and a career in finance after graduation. Devante.
Good morning, everyone. So today, I'm not going to spend my time talking about the potential we all have. I'm not going to talk about how the future is ours and we just have to go get it, nor using complicated metaphors to explain things like how the class of 2018 is the best class North Central College has ever experienced, because it is, yeah, right? Those phrases are cliches no matter how true they are. Now, I just want to tell you guys a short, simple story, and then after it's done, we could take our diploma cases in hand and walk out those doors and take all the pictures we want. Sounds good? Cool. So there I was in Chicago. I was waiting to take the train back to Naperville. I was wearing a business formal suit, because I had my job with Northwestern Mutual during the summer. And so I was sitting in the Chicago train station in the food court area, and there were many people passing me by. Side note, my mom told me when I was really young never to talk to strangers. So I'm sitting in the food court area, and I'm mean mugging hard as heck, or more properly known as having the face of RBF. So I'm sitting there trying to look menacing. My face kind of looks something like this. Right, and I was doing that trying to look like somebody that nobody wants to approach. But after about 5 minutes, this older lady and her 9-year-old grandson sit at the table I'm sitting at, then ask me if they can sit down. I say, sure. Then a couple of minutes pass by and it's really quiet. And then Chief, Grandma's nickname for her grandson, starts getting hyperactive and saying things like, Grandma, can we go get some candy? Grandma, can we go get some pizza too? And Grandma, what about the keychains for Dad? And Grandma, she just smiles. She takes out a $20 bill and she gives it to Chief and tells him to go get it. And I tell y'all, Chief went and got it. He went into the store. He was making friends with the cashiers and talking to the people shopping in the stores and telling them about how great his dad was. And at this point, I'm petrified, y'all. Like, he was breaking this undisputable code of not talking to strangers. My mom would have been disappointed. However, Grandma had her eye on him. She was telling me about how they were coming from the South and they were going to visit her son in Colorado, Chief's dad. Now, Chief's dad was working at a job that had been displaced, so he wasn't able to be in Chief's life like he needed to be. But, you know, Chief didn't really care about that. He would talk about his dad all the time, saying all great things about him and how he couldn't wait to see him again. Then Grandma looked at me. She asked me about my life. And to be completely honest with you all, I'm still trying to mean mug her at this point. But after a couple of minutes of talking to this woman, I told her beyond surface level the things that I was going through in my life. You know, past heartbreak, feeling outcast, not knowing what I was going to do with my life. You know, the reason I shared these things with her was because she had this like raspy voice, but she always spoke with a tone of care, like a preacher. And she looked at me, she smiled, and she said one phrase that stood out among many. She told me, I'm sure you got this, baby. And y'all, the way she looked at me, it felt like she knew I was going to be something great, even if I didn't see it in myself. She believed in me. You know, it was strange because at this point in time, I felt like nobody else cared about me. But this woman, the affection came from a woman who I shouldn't have been talking to in the first place. A stranger in the train station. So then it's time for me to go. I get up, but I thank this woman for sitting down with me, for not only giving me confidence, but a sense of agency to continue. And then I tell her bye, and I catch my train. And that's the story. But you know, I want you all to take something greater away from this. Now, we all grow throughout life, its challenges and rewards, and we hope to be a better person than what we were before. Now, getting to this better version of ourselves, we need help. And most times, this help comes from parents, mentors, coaches, bosses, professors, wise strangers in train stations. The way that this help manifests is by these people helping us look over resumes and cover letters, or talking us down from extreme frustrations, or being there with us in our greatest moments. And the only thing they want is for us to be better individuals ourselves. That's what Grandma did for me. And looking back on this story, we need to pay it forward and do this for people like Chief, the next generations. Because one day we'll all be in Grandma's shoes, either raising children of our own, mentoring groups of people, or having chance encounters with strangers at train stations. Some of us have already started this process, and to that, I say thank you. Thank you for giving back what has already been given to you. All right, our responsibility has been, is, and always will be committing to this lifelong task of lifelong learning. So to Mom, Dad, my father, crazy uncles, my deacons, professors, NCC faculty and staff, those that have transformed me into the man standing before you today, I say thank you. You know, I can't thank you enough for the immeasurable impact you've had on my life. But this is a start, and it's a start for you guys as well. As lifelong learners, we're also commissioned to lifelong teaching in hopes of creating a better society that we all can live in. So to those who haven't begun, there has never been a better time to start with your cousins, nephews, nieces, students, and the list goes on. So now that my time is pretty much up, I can tell y'all that I low-key lied to y'all. I'm gonna talk about the cliches. Now, we all got potential, all right? The class of 2018, y'all already know this. We are the best class North Central College has ever experienced, hands down, and we all have the potential for the future. But we just gotta go get it. And when we do, make sure you show someone younger than you how to get it for themselves as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Devante. Spectacular. Since our first graduation in 1866, it has been the custom at North Central College for a distinguished speaker to share a message of insight and inspiration. It is a privilege and honor to introduce Ryan Dowd, North Central class of 2000. Ryan is a renowned advocate for those in need and exemplifies passionate and ethical leadership for his community and all humankind. Ryan's career path dates back to his volunteer work as a teen and college students. His desire to address societal issues inspired his major in religious studies at North Central and his pursuit of a Juris Doctor and a Master's of Public Administration degree from Northern Illinois University. Ryan has used his education to the fullest through leadership, service, writing, and public speaking. I expect you will find his words challenging, inspiring, and entertaining as he addresses the idea of perspective. So please join me in welcoming Ryan Dowd.
Thank you, Dr. Hammond. Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, parents, and of course, graduates, thank you. I really feel honored to be here, but I have to let you know, I actually don't have the credentials to be a commencement speaker, but I think it'll probably take the university about 12 minutes or so to figure out how to get me off the stage, and so I've got 12 minutes to tell you a story. I want to tell you a story about my glasses. These glasses. I got these glasses in junior high. When I was in junior high, I started volunteering at the local homeless shelter, Hesed House, where I now work. And my first night there, this little elderly gentleman, homeless gentleman, came up to me, and he pointed at me and he said, "You, yes, you, I want you to have my magic glasses." Well, when you're 13, and a guy in a homeless shelter offers you magic glasses, you take them. And so I took his glasses, and I put them on because that's what you do with glasses. And I looked around, and everybody looked different in the room. And I took them off, all frightened. And I said, "What are these?" And the old man smiled. He said, "I told you, these are magic glasses. These are God glasses. They help you to see the world as God sees the world. And there are 3 secrets to the God glasses. And you've just experienced the first one. They allow you to see people, to see others as God sees them, as they truly are." And he said, "Put them back on." And so I put the glasses back on, and I looked around the room, and everyone looked different. Every homeless person there looked different. Where before had sat a bag lady, now there was someone who was beautiful. Where over there had been a hobo, now the guy was handsome. Where in the corner I'd seen a woman who I presumed to be a prostitute, now I saw a princess. Everyone was perfect. Everyone equally valuable, equally human, equally created by God, equally loved by God. Each person, each soul of infinite value, of infinite worth. No one was any more or less valuable in the eyes of God than Bill Gates, Justin Timberlake, Scarlett Johansson, or anyone else. And so I turned back to the old man, who now looked like Zac Efron, and I said, "But you said there were 3 secrets to the glasses. "What are the other two?" And he said, "Oh, you're not ready for the other two yet." And he walked off. And I didn't see him again for several years. But I had his glasses. And every time I volunteered at the shelter, I would put them on, and I'd look around at the individuals. And sometimes when I wasn't at the shelter, I'd put them on too. And I gotta tell you, I never, ever saw a homeless person again. I mean, yes, I saw people who were technically homeless, but I never saw a homeless person again. I simply saw a person because I had the old man's God glasses. Well, I continued to volunteer through junior high, into high school. And in high school, the old man showed up again. And he said, I think you're ready for the second secret of the God glasses. Put them on. And I did, and I looked around the room, and I saw this bright light, this shard of light sitting on the table in front of one of the homeless women. And I asked him, what is that? And the old man smiled, and he said, I need to tell you a story, a fable from Jewish mysticism, the story of Tikkun Alum. And he said that according to the myth, when God created the universe, God put all of the divine light into vessels. But these vessels could not hold that much divine light, and they shattered. And when they shattered, the divine light was scattered around the world. And the old man said, our job as human beings, as creations of God, is to help God to collect that divine light and bring it back together so that the world becomes as God intended it to be. And as we do that, we engage in the act of world repair alongside God as partners of God in creating a better world. As an impatient high schooler, I said, yeah, but what's that thing on the table? And he said, that is a miracle waiting to happen. Waiting for what? I asked. He said, well, that's a miracle waiting for you. It's a miracle that has not yet happened and will not happen unless you act to bring it about. It's waiting for you. And so I approached the table where the woman sat with this light in front of her, and I sat down next to her, and I asked her how her day was going, and she said that she was struggling. She was struggling with her resume. She just couldn't quite get the resume the way she wanted it, and asked if I would help. I said, sure. And so we sat down and we corrected some typos and a couple of grammatical errors, and we kind of played with the formatting a little bit. And when we were done, she got this big old grin on her face, and she said, now I'm ready to get a job. And that shard of light returned to God. And I went looking for the old man. I wanted to tell him about this miracle I just performed, because when you perform a miracle, you got to tell somebody. But I couldn't find him. He was gone. And I didn't see him again for many years. But I had his glasses. And so every time I came to the shelter, I'd put them on and I'd look for miracles. And sometimes when I wasn't at the shelter, I'd put them on and I'd look for miracles. And sometimes I'd see big miracles, and sometimes I'd see little miracles. And I gotta tell you, sometimes the little miracles are more fun. You know, I put them on at Walmart once, and I saw a shard of light over by the woman who was doing checkout. And she looked like she was having a really bad day. Just said hi, smiled at her, asked her how her day was going. She started talking, and when I left, there was a smile on her face that was not there before, and a tiny shard of light returned to God. In fact, if you put the God glasses on when you're walking around campus or anywhere else and you see a piece of litter, you will see a tiny shard of light next to it, because each piece of litter, when viewed through the God glasses, is an opportunity for you to make the world just ever so slightly more beautiful. Litter looks different when you look at it through God's eyes. Well, I continued to volunteer into college, into my time here at North Central. And it was while I was at North Central that the old man appeared to me again when I was at Hesed House. And he told me that I was ready for the third secret to the God glasses. And so, with anticipation, I put them on and I looked around, but nothing looked different than it had before. And he said, no, take them off. He said, turn them around and look at them. What do you see? I said, I see the glasses. He goes, no, look closer. I said, I see my reflection. He said, look closer. And I did. And I saw my reflection. But it was me, but it wasn't exactly me. I mean, parts of me were quite handsome, I must say. But parts of me looked scarred and disfigured and wounded and broken and deformed. And I asked the old man, I said, is this how God sees me? Part really handsome, but part deformed and scarred and wounded? And the old man said, I need to tell you a story. He said, in South Africa, under the apartheid regime, the native Africans suffered and struggled under oppression. And Desmond Tutu and other pastors fought alongside Nelson Mandela. And one of these pastors, Pastor Alan Bosak, said something very, very important. He said, when we go before God, God will ask, where are your wounds? And we will say, I have no wounds. And God will ask, was nothing worth fighting for? And the old man explained that when you look at your reflection in the God glasses, the scars, the wounds, those are the times you stood up to injustice. He said that scar on your cheek, that's the time you fought for gay rights and people called you some not so nice names. But the nice parts, the handsome parts, the pretty parts, the unscathed parts, those are the times you didn't stand up to injustice. When you were too afraid of what others would think. When you were too busy to confront tyranny. When you decided that the cost to you were simply too high to create a more just world. He said that shiny spot on your arm, that muscular part on your arm, that's that time in 11th grade when the bully spit on the smaller kid and you did absolutely nothing to stop it. You just stood by and watched. You see, my friend, he said, your wounds, your scars, they're holy. They're evidence that you fought for something that mattered. So that's where the speech originally ended. The speech I sent to the university last week pretty much ended there. But the old man visited me a fourth time yesterday at noon while I was practicing the speech, and he told me the speech is actually not complete because there's actually a fourth secret to the glasses that I need to tell you. So, Dr. Hammond, if you're following along with the speech that I submitted earlier, you're in for a surprise. The old man told me, he said, the ancient Greeks had two words for time, two different concepts for time, chronos and kairos. Chronos is chronological time, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, as we tend to think about time, sequential time. Kairos is the idea that there is an opportune moment, a proper time to act. A time when action matters more than it did before and more than it will later, where you act now or the moment has passed and will not come again. So in liberation theology, they speak of kairos moments, or God's time. Moments when our action matters more than it did before and more than it will in the future. And he said there are times in a person's life when you need to act because it is your kairos moment. And he said there are also times in the life of a nation when the citizens need desperately to see the world through God's glasses. See the world as God does. My friends, you are graduating into a kairos moment. You are graduating into a historical moment. I believe that in a generation, historians will speak of 1968 and 2018 in the same breath. These God glasses matter way more today than the day I walked across this stage. And let me tell you how. First, it's important that you see that you see people as God sees them. So I'm going to tell you. If you look at Barack Obama with the God glasses, you will see someone created by God, loved by God, of infinite value, of infinite worth. And I got to tell you, if you look at Donald Trump, you're going to see someone created by God, loved by God, of infinite value and of infinite worth. Now, hopefully I've offended everyone equally. Because when we dehumanize anyone, we give legitimacy to the act of dehumanization. It turns out that we can disagree while still recognizing the inherent humanity and worth of the other. It also matters that you have right now your God glasses so you can see the miracles that you can perform. I want you to pick up litter, but there's also two particular types of miracles that it is imperative that you be a part of right now in this Kairos moment. And the first one is speaking truth to power. Now is the time to stand up to racism. Now is the time to stand up to Islamophobia. Now is the time to stand up to sexual violence, sexual harassment, and blind nationalism. And those are miracles you must perform. But now is also the time for another type of miracle, and that is now is the time to reach across and talk to someone with whom you disagree. Not because you want to yell at them, but because you want to understand them. It's easy to write off the other side. The hard work, the miracle, that's in reaching out in genuine love and dialogue to someone with whom you disagree. Whether that's a classmate, a professor, an uncle at Thanksgiving, a colleague, a coworker, a friend. We find greatness together or not at all. And the third way that it matters right now that you have your God glasses is that we accept that there are wounds that will be inflicted upon us when we fight for things that matter. When we fight for our values, when we fight for the role of the media in our society, when we fight for our very democracy. We must recognize that there is always a cost to confronting injustice, always. Now, it might feel cool or good to throw out a Facebook post or a tweet in defense of something that matters. It doesn't matter, though. There's no cost in a Facebook post. There's no cost in social media. You do not change the world one tweet at a time, one post at a time. You change the world face to face, person to person, one at a time until the world's different. There's always a personal cost to standing for what's up for what's right. Accept that. Embrace that. Someday, God's going to ask to see your wounds. Now, you didn't choose this. I know that. You didn't choose to graduate at a Kairos moment. You didn't choose to graduate at a God moment. You didn't choose to come of age in a time when history and our country desperately, desperately need you. You didn't choose this moment. But you do have a choice. You get to choose how you see others, whether you see their humanity and value or not. You get to choose how you see the world, whether you see the potential that you can create, the miracles you can enact with your action. And you get to choose to see your role in the world, whether you're willing to pay the costs associated with a better world or not. And if you haven't figured it out yet, you don't need God glasses to do any of that. But I do kind of wonder. Hot damn. Oh, wow. So I see future doctors, lawyers, teachers, but I also see future business leaders, community leaders, civil rights leaders, human rights leaders. I see a generation that will demand more from its country than toxic partisan divide. I see a million miracles just waiting for you to reach out and make them happen. I see a world about to be healed by the second greatest class to graduate. 2000 was it? Okay, the co-greatest class to graduate from North Central. I gotta tell you, when I look at you guys with the God glasses, I see the future, and thank you for that.
Thank you, Ryan, and thank you so much for that very memorable image, which I know that all of us will leave this place with and not forget of the glasses. I really appreciate that, and I know they all do. Thank you. Now we have the opportunity to honor 9 faculty members who have been among the core leaders in the academic life of North Central College for many years. You can read more about them in your program. At this time, I call on Dr. Abiodun Goki-Pariola, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, to publicly recognize the first candidate.
On the platform today, we have 9 outstanding faculty members who are retiring from active service to the college, but who will remain valued members of the college community. I'd like to call Dr. Marty Prager to the lectern. Marty Prager, Associate Professor, Dean of Academic Services, and Associate Professor of Economics, has served this institution with honor and distinction for 36 years. In her retirement, the college will miss an extraordinary leader and organizer, a compassionate dean, a wonderful colleague, and an outstanding citizen. President Hammond, it is my distinct pleasure to present my colleague, Marty Prager, that you may confer upon her the honorable title, Associate Professor of Economics Emerita. Congratulations. I'd now like to call Dr. Martha Bora to the lectern. Martha Bora, Professor of English, has served this institution with honor and distinction for 16 years. In her retirement, the college remains an engaging and visionary educator, a devoted campus leader, a wonderful colleague, and citizen. President Hammond, it is my distinct pleasure to present my colleague, Martha Bora, that you may confer upon her the honorable title, Professor of English Emerita. I'd now like to call Dr. Sherry Finkel to the lectern. Sherry Finkel, Professor of Education, has served this institution with honor and distinction for 22 years. In her retirement, the college remains an engaging and curious teacher, exemplary role model, and leader, a wonderful colleague, and an outstanding citizen. President Hammond, it is my distinct pleasure to present my colleague, Sherry Finkel, that you may confer upon her the honorable title, Professor of Education Emerita. I'd like to call Dr. Richard Guzman to the lectern, please. Richard Guzman, Professor of English, has served this institution with honor and distinction for 41 years. In his retirement, the college remains an engaging and creative teacher, passionate social servant, visionary scholar, a wonderful colleague, and a devoted citizen. President Hammond, it is my distinct pleasure to present my colleague, Richard Guzman, that you may confer upon him the honorable title, Professor of English Emeritus. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'd now like to invite Professor Beverly Cook to the stadium. Beverly Richard Cook, Professor of Spanish, has served this institution with honor and distinction for 29 years. In her retirement, the college remains an international scholar, insightful teacher and author, a wonderful colleague, and an outstanding citizen. President Hammond, it is my distinct pleasure to present my colleague, Beverly Richard Cook, that you may confer upon her the honorable title, Professor of Spanish Emeritus. I'd now like to invite Mr. John Madomo to the lectern. John Madomo, Assistant Professor of Broadcast Communication, served this institution with honor and distinction for 38 years. In his retirement, the college will miss a gifted writer, mentor, teacher, and station manager, wonderful colleague, and a devoted citizen. President Hammond, it is my distinct pleasure to present my colleague, John Madomo, that you may confer upon him the honorable title Assistant Professor of Broadcast Communication Emeritus. I'd now like to call Ms. Heidi Matthews to the lectern. Heidi Matthews, Dean of the School of Education and Health Sciences and Professor of Kinesiology, has served this institution with honor and distinction for 25 years. In her retirement, the college will miss a devoted teacher, scholar, and mentor, a nationally recognized educator, a wonderful colleague, and an outstanding citizen. President Hammond, it is my distinct pleasure to present my colleague, Heidi Matthews, that you may confer upon her the honorable title Professor of Kinesiology Emerita. I would now like to call Dr. Godfrey Moganda to the lectern. Godfrey Moganda, Professor of Computer Science, has served this institution with honor and distinction for 28 years. In his retirement, the college will miss an engaging and creative teacher, a dedicated scholar and author, and a wonderful colleague and devoted citizen. President Hammond, it is my pleasure to present my colleague, Godfrey Moganda, that you may confer upon him the honorable title Professor of Computer Science Emeritus. I'd now like to call Dr. Jack Schindler to the lectern. John, better known as Jack Schindler, Professor of English and Director of the Center for Global Education, has served this institution with honor and distinction for 37 years. In his retirement, the college will miss an engaging teacher and a visionary global citizen, a dedicated scholar, a wonderful colleague, and a devoted citizen of the college. President Hammond, it is my distinct pleasure to present my colleague, Jack Schindler, that you may confer upon him the honorable title Professor of English Emeritus.
Colleagues, it is an honor to recognize you today. You've served as deans, faculty speakers, and department chairs. You've developed unique academic programs. You've prepared your students for successful futures, and you've garnered numerous awards and accomplishments. You have helped make this campus what it is today, and your impact will be felt for generations to come. At the heart of your careers has been your care for our students. We are very grateful for your many years of service to this college and honored to have you as members of the North Central family. Please, let's acknowledge our emeriti with one more round of applause. It is also customary at many colleges and universities to award honorary degrees to recognize extraordinary individuals for their achievements and accomplishments. North Central first did this in 1876, and today the college maintains this tradition, awarding an honorary doctoral degree at this time to someone who richly deserves this honor and have been recommended by trustee and faculty members of the Honorary Degree Committee and approved by the Board of Trustees. To introduce our honorary degree recipient, I invite to the podium Judith Broadhead, Associate Professor of English and a member of Naperville City Council, Judith.
President Hammond, on behalf of the faculty of North Central College, it is my privilege to present Ryan Dowd that you might confer upon him the honorary degree Doctor of Humane Letters. Ryan, your remarkable career represents the values at the heart of a North Central College education. You have devoted yourself to tireless service to those in need. From your hometown of Aurora, all the way to the continent of Africa, you have spread a message of empowerment and compassion. You inspire others with your actions and your words, and you never cease to remain positive in the face of a challenge. Your endeavors epitomize the college's mission to prepare curious, engaged, ethical, and purposeful citizens and leaders. As an astute and socially aware undergraduate, your work in an English class inspired a course called Writing for Social Justice. It's only appropriate that students in more than one course this year visited Hesed House to write their own essays about homelessness. You've been an advocate, an administrator, and an author, and you have shared your wisdom with students and professionals all over the nation, advancing the mission of Hesed House while also addressing the larger issues of homelessness. From your academic career here on campus, to your law degree, and to your experience as a widely and highly respected administrator, you channel your compassion, faith, and talents into making a difference in the lives of people who are so often overlooked by others. And so we honor you today. President Hammond, for these reasons, it is indeed my pleasure to present Ryan Dowd for the honorary degree Doctor of Humane Letters.
Ryan Dowd, your selflessness and dedication represent the highest standard and model of service to others. We are proud to count you among our alumni. For your outstanding achievements and service to the students and faculty of North Central College as today's speaker, we honor you as your distinguished career has certainly enriched us all. Ryan Dowd, by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of North Central College, I do hereby confer upon you the honorary degree, Doctor of Humane Letters. In the 157-year history of this institution, there have been just 10 presidents. Our 8th president, Gale D. Swing, served for almost 15 years until his passing in 1990. To honor his memory and the standards of achievement he set, the college established the North Central College Gale D. Swing Award for Meritorious Service in 1992, which is to be presented at commencement to recognize extraordinary contributions to the life of the college. It's an honor given to individuals whose impact on this college placed them on a very special plateau. These words certainly describe the person we are honoring today, a person who has served this institution with wise counsel and unflagging leadership and a keen vision for the college's future. His guidance has been critical to the progress of this college on several fronts: facilities, academics, strategic planning, and much more. His ability to provide a special calmness, insight, wisdom, and counsel in any situation, along with a genuine willingness to serve, is an invaluable asset to the ongoing success of the college. A dedicated trustee, our Swing honoree always has the best interests of North Central at heart. It is my pleasure and honor to present the 2018 Gale D. Swing Award for Meritorious Service to our former board chair and extraordinary trustee, Stephen Haft. Steve Haft, North Central College class of 1973 and record-holding basketball player, is an attorney with the firm McDermott, Will & Emery in Chicago. He has served as alma mater over the past 9 years as chair of the Board of Trustees. He's played a significant role in the life of North Central College, advising me, guiding the process to build the Dr. Myron Wentz Science Center, and leading us in the Brilliant Future campaign. Steve, we are extremely grateful for your leadership as chair of the board and for your important role in guiding this institution. Congratulations. The Harold and Eva White First Citizen of the College Award recognizes a member of the North Central family who exemplifies the best of North Central. A great institution like North Central College relies on individuals who set the highest standards for performance, hard work, and results, and who exemplify this institution at its best. No one represents those standards better than this member of the college community. This person has had a tremendous influence on North Central College and the success of its students and alumni. An esteemed teacher and mentor, this professor has built the foundation for several academic programs at the college, always with the best interests of our students at heart. National recognition, important accreditation, and alumni with successful careers have resulted from this professor's dedication and focus. She has embodied the very best of faculty teaching and mentoring while serving the campus so capably and admirably in leadership roles. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient of the Harold and Eva White Award, Professor of Kinesiology Emerita and Dean of the School of Education and Health Science, Heidi Matthews. Heidi Matthews joined North Central College in 1993 and guided the athletic training department through accreditation, eventually building its reputation as one of the country's top programs. In her recent role as dean, Heidi's leadership has been crucial to developing new programs and curriculum. Congratulations, Heidi. Mark A. Reid was president of the Student Governing Association of North Central College when he was killed in an automobile accident in 1984. Each year, by vote of the senior class, a deserving senior is named the recipient of the Mark A. Reid Student Leadership Award in honor of this young man who exemplified North Central's commitment to principled leadership. This year's winner represents the very best of North Central College, a recognized campus leader, an engaged student scholar, and dedicated servant to social causes. This student has set an example for others as a resident assistant and through extensive work and selfless leadership in co-curricular groups. Our honoree brought enthusiasm and dedication to bettering the campus for future students, and we are all grateful. Please join me in congratulating our 2018 Reid Leadership Award winner, our outgoing SGA president, Connor McGurry. Connor is a Naperville resident and majored in entrepreneurship and small business management. As a student, he led an effort to build a new residence hall patio and a future coffee lab. Congratulations to Connor and to his parents, Ray and Susan McGurry. At this time, I would like to introduce Deidre Ewers of Milledgeville, Illinois. Deidre graduated earlier this year with a degree in marketing and graphic design. On campus, she was involved with the College Union Activities Board, American Marketing Association, the Chronicle, and as a mentor to first-year students. I'm proud to report she already has a position as a marketing and graphic design coordinator for Hitchcock Design here in Naperville. As chair of the class gift committee, she will now present the class of 2018 gift.
On behalf of the class of 2018, I would like to thank our families, friends, faculty, and staff who have encouraged and supported us throughout our college years. In an effort to leave a lasting legacy at our alma mater, the class of 2018 gift committee has been working to raise funds for a class gift. Our gift will help fund scholarships, academic programs, athletics, and other opportunities that enrich the lives of students. President Hammond, I am proud to report that we have already raised more than $11,400 from 351 members of the class of 2018.
Thank you, Deidre, and everyone who has contributed to this gift from the class of 2018. Now I invite all loved ones of the graduates to stand as you are able and remain standing. All loved ones of the graduates, stand as you are able and remain standing. You needed to stretch your legs anyways. For you, this day must have very special significance. You have played a very important, supportive role in bringing these men and women to this point in their lives. We applaud your efforts and we share with you the joy of this day. If you are the spouse or child of a graduate, you should be very proud today. It is not easy to juggle the roles of spouse, parent, employee, and student successfully, and I'm sure that the decision to return to the classroom affected all of your lives tremendously. For all of you who've met the challenge together, the families of our graduates, just as much as our graduates, are a part of the North Central College family. We hope you share a sense of deep satisfaction and pride as they walk across the stage. So graduates, please stand, turn around, and join me in thanking your families with a round of applause. You may be seated. Now I would like the members of the North Central College faculty to please rise. Graduates, look around at this extraordinary group of North Central faculty. Think about all the times that they were there for you in the classroom and out. Professors who love to teach, professors who care, professors whose impact you will feel for the rest of your life. Graduates, family members, and friends, please join me in thanking the faculty. You may be seated. At this time, I invite Dr. Abiodun Goki-Periola, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, to the lectern.
At this time, would candidates for advanced degrees please rise? President Hammond, upon the recommendation of the faculty, I have the honor of presenting the candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, Master of Leadership Studies, and Master of Science for the conferment of their degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of North Central College, and in accordance with the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon each of you the respective degree: Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, Master of Leadership Studies, or Master of Science, and the presentation of your diploma will confirm this action. Please be seated.
Will the candidates who have completed the requirements for the baccalaureate degree please rise? President Hammond, these students have respectively completed the requirements for a Bachelor of Arts or a Bachelor of Science degree and have been recommended by the faculty of North Central College for the degree. Upon the recommendation of the faculty, therefore, I have the honor of presenting the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Education to you.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of North Central College, and in accordance with the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon each of you, respectively, the degree Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science, and the presentation of your diploma will confirm this action. Please be seated. Now we will give special recognition to the 22 students who have achieved special distinction in completing honors theses and who are graduating as college scholars. Each scholar is wearing a gold cord today in recognition of this distinction. Would those 22 students please stand and be recognized? You may be seated. Students who graduate cum laude have earned a cumulative grade point average between 3.5 and 3.75 on a 4.0 scale during their undergraduate years. Would the 133 students who are graduating with honors cum laude please stand and be recognized? You may be seated. Students who graduate magna cum laude have earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.75 to 3.9. Would the 55 students who are graduating with high honors, magna cum laude, please stand and be recognized? You may be seated. Students who graduate summa cum laude have earned a cumulative grade point average between 3.9 and 4.0. Would the 19 students who are graduating with highest honors, summa cum laude, please stand and be recognized? You may be seated. We will now proceed to the highlight of commencement, the recognition of the members of class of 2018. Let's begin.
Will all recipients of advanced degrees please rise and come to the stage? At a ceremony on Thursday, our master's degree recipients received their academic hoods, signifying that they've earned an advanced degree. The academic hoods, caps, and gowns that you see at today's ceremony are direct descendants of everyday garb worn in the universities of medieval England. Large hoods were a practical necessity in the drafty halls of Oxford and Cambridge. In modern times, various types of hoods symbolize not only the wearer's status as holders of bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degrees, but also the disciplines in which they studied. Today, our advanced degree recipients wear hoods trimmed in light blue to represent a Master of Arts, drab for business administration, white for leadership, or yellow for a Master of Science. You can read more about academic regalia in the commencement program. We will now proceed with the conferring of degrees. Upon receiving their diplomas, each graduate will be congratulated by President Hammond, Board Chair Jim McDermott, and Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Abiodun Goke Pariola. Ladies and gentlemen, recipients of the degree Master of Arts are Andreas Haralambos Damianides, Nicole Ann Dominique Dixon, Stephanie Carolyn Fry, Maricela S. Garcia, Christy R. Harding, Allison May Jensen, Kristen Lee Kazmarek, Kristen M. Kalal, Sarah A. Kemp, Caitlin Marie Kwasny, Elizabeth Catherine Linning, Magali Martinez, Danielle Elizabeth Mims, Diane O'Connell, Iman Suleiman, Gabriela D. Velasquez, Ryan Kimberly Overstreet, Madeline Kakmar Wurzel. Recipients of the degree Master of Business Administration are Michelle Noel Andrews, Delorum Azimova, Sydney Carter, Mule Lamini, Gina Marie Fisher, Jenna Nicole Grabowski, Erin Elizabeth Hipple, Amanda Lynn Johnson, Marissa Lynn Kulak, James Allen Lowe, Tyler John Mancuso, Ariel D. Kittling, Miranda Milne, Emily Malador, Michael Monterrubio, Bishara Paul Musa, Marie J. Straka, Amanda K. Walker, Richard Vernon Zerngibble IV. Recipients of the degree Master of Leadership Studies are Latoya Denise Banks, Margaret Mary Clemens, Alicia Ann Davis, Tyler A. Espino, Hunter Elizabeth Harper, Sarah Ann Hoffman, Ashley Paige Jones, Ali Reza Kashani, Daniel J. Lindy, Scott C. Mulligan, Claire Virginia Norfleet, Janie Ortiz, Allison Ann Shulsky, Namiki Tanaka, Zachary Joseph Vodka, Megan Marie Wada, Kimberly L. Wilson. Recipient of the degree Master of Science is Stephen F. Troy. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to North Central College's 2018 Advanced Degree recipients. Recipients of the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science are Brendan Michael Acosta, Christy Mina Adam, Stacy Leah Adams, Madison Taylor Adamski, cum laude, Maya Adra, cum laude, Ferris Ahmad, Courtney Ann Colleen Ahuja, magna cum laude, Emily Margaret Alimo, magna cum laude, Matthew Harrison Alfrey, Matthew L. Altman, magna cum laude, Lori L. Andrews, Peter John Angelos, Tori Lynn Anions, Nicole Monique Anton, cum laude, Dana Rose Arcangelo, Cristobal Arias Staines, Janine Ariola, Emily Ashworth, Diana Rose S. Aspuria, Devin Natalie Estrella, cum laude, Cassidy J. Ofterhide, cum laude, Marlene Ayala, Bethany Bachman, cum laude, Jinsung Bai, Nathan R. Bear, cum laude, Thomas Vincent Baggett, Caitlin Bailey, cum laude, Lauren Marie Banis, Carl Bappert, Michelle Anharath Barajas, cum laude, Emily Rose Barham, cum laude, Grace Barksdale, magna cum laude, Bryn Eliza Barstatis, cum laude. Michael Christopher Bartow, cum laude. Patrice Irene Batron, magna cum laude. Elise Alice Bayer, cum laude. Hannah Elise Bayer, cum laude. Howard William Beatty IV. Dina Marie Becker, magna cum laude. Paige Alexandra Beckman. Matthew Gerard Beiswinger, cum laude. Carter Bell. Thomas F. Bennington III. Connor V. R. Benson. Amy N. Berggren. Ashley Berner. David John Bertolotti. Christine Bialabuk. Michael Edmund Bikulchis, cum laude. Haley Catherine Bird. Rachel Elizabeth Berkeley, magna cum laude. Alexis Montgomery Black. Kelsey Blake. Joseph Robert Bohenchek. Thomas James Bohenchek, magna cum laude. Bailey Ann Bollinger. Timothy A. Borse. Carly Borshevsky, cum laude. Jonathan Kyle Borzik. Alexis Marie Bowen. Madison Taylor Bozadarovich. Jake Adam Braceros. Stephen Bradford, magna cum laude. Kelly Marie Bressanelli. Austin Brunig, cum laude. Xochitl Elizabeth Brito. Megan Cynthia Broyles. Angus Ian Lawrence Buchanan. Angela M. Budimir. Jessica J. Burchett. Patrick Travis Burns. Cameron Kyle Butler. Javier Tashia Campbell. Alexandria Cardot. Josette Carpenter. Lauren Michelle Carroll, magna cum laude. Tanner C. Cassidy, magna cum laude. Ricardo Castro. Caitlin Cerny. Daniela A. Chavez. Angela Shiraki, summa cum laude. Carolina Chavez. Daniel Chavez. Jennifer Cintrone. Frederick Clark. Kristen Grace Clark Eckel, cum laude. Tanda M. Clark. Ashley Sarah Clayton, summa cum laude. Ryan Colgren. Anthony Louise Colon, magna cum laude. Alexandra Nicole Canidi. Kelsey Ann Cook. Kahari Cook. Samantha Nicole Cook. Zoe Ariana Coulter, cum laude. Sarah Crane. Brian Joseph Cree. Liam B. Joseph Crotty. Delaney Lynn Kukovich. Cara Jean Cummings. Victoria Marie Cunningham, magna cum laude. Michaela J. Daly. Catherine Elizabeth Davis. Zachary B. Davis. Kimberly Lynn Dowd. Dominic Anthony D'Angelo. Ashley Nicole Decor. Daniela D. DeFalco. Jessica D. Young. Maria V. Dementiva, Olivia J. DeMichael, Jordan Deborah D. Phillips, Filiberto Diaz Duran, Thomas Bartholomew Deal, Caitlin Rose Dittmer, Tyler Robert Dixon, Carissa Renee Dobson, magna cum laude, Ryan R. Deckel, Catherine Ann Donaldson, Zachary Michael Donati, Kelly Aaron Donovan, William John Dowds, Lucia Fernanda Drager, cum laude, Lillian Taya Draper, magna cum laude, Bennett P. Driver, Catherine Irene Drone, magna cum laude, Richard Joseph Dew, cum laude, Trevor James Duff, Mira Lanayi Mahan Duffy, Tyvon W. Dukes, Sarah Elizabeth Dumler, summa cum laude, Alexander Dade Dungan, magna cum laude, Brittany Ann Jingaleski, summa cum laude, Molly Francis Early, Mark T. Edwards, Ashley Ann Eisenminger, magna cum laude, Claudia Rose Ellebrecht, cum laude, Rachel Ann Elshoff, Abigail R. Emrath, Sarah Erickson, Blaine R. Irwin, cum laude, Morgan Taylor Esslinger, Miranda Alicia Espinosa, Sarah Elizabeth Esposito, Katie Evans, Deidre E. Ewers, magna cum laude, Deanna Ferris, Joseph R. Fairley, Andrea L. Feketa, Caitlin Jo Ferroni, Anna Christine Ferrone, Benjamin Figura, Norma Gabriela Flores Mejia, Hilda Flores, Shayna Jasmine Flowers, Natalia Marie Francisco, Caitlin Christine Gady, Sarah Gaither, summa cum laude, Eric E. Galvan, Sade Simone Gant, Cassidy Cristiano Gardner, Cheryl Lynn Gavin, Mariah Lee Gershon, cum laude, Gina Gianni, cum laude, Megan Lynn Gibbons, Rebecca Lynn Gibbons, cum laude, Jonathan D. Geeson, cum laude, Catherine Glover, cum laude, Morgan Melanie Golias, Gracia Pamela Gomez de Penkoff, Mateo Gonzalez Zabala, Lindsay Marie Graham, Andrew John Grahovic, Juliana Aubrey Grandinetti, Blair Francis Gray, Christina Elizabeth Grevenitis, Daniela Grishkoviak, cum laude, Tatiana A. Guerrero, Manolin Gabrielle Guerrero Gumapis, magna cum laude, Jorge Guzman, Jr., Brock Stephen Hockey, Kathleen Haggerty, cum laude. Chase S. Hall. Zachary Ryan Hamaker, cum laude. Austin Wade Hand. Olivia Hanley. Lindsay Rachel Hanson, cum laude. Sophia Huck, cum laude. Kyler Hargat. Alyssa F. Hara, cum laude. Brianna Christine Harris, summa cum laude. Jordan Hartanovich. Corey Michael Hartema. Allison Marie Hartman. Maxwell Frederick Hashemi. Catherine Hassey. Keyshawn DeAndre Hawkins, Jr. Caroline Heimerdinger, cum laude. Anne Elizabeth Hennigan. Erwin Henry. Jaime Andres Hernandez. Caitlin Lena Herrera, cum laude. Robert Hesser. Christina Maria Hilton. Zachary Paul Hurd. Denise M. Hubiar Womack. Kara Marie Howell. Brooke Howland, magna cum laude. Elena Ristovska, cum laude. Danielle J. Hunt. Alyssa Jacqueline Ibarra, cum laude. Keza Natalie Isimbi. Mary Caroline Jackson. Austin Janish. Madeline Rose Jeffries. Kirsten Johansson. Alyssa Lynn Johnson, cum laude. Brett Matthew Johnson. Tara Lynn Johnson. Shayna Nicole Johnston. Maureen Grace Jones, magna cum laude. Hunter Dylan Everett Jones Leduc, summa cum laude. Vicky Katrin Jill Jordan, cum laude. Levi Wellborn. Robert L. Colleen III. Abigail Carbon, cum laude. Ashley R. Carling. Nicole Elizabeth Kawa. Katrina Marie Kazmierski. Ashley Michelle Keegan, cum laude. Isabel Kelleher. Grace M. Kelly. Hope Marie Kennedy, cum laude. Ellen P. Kent. Jesse A. Kickert. Charles Peter Kinsman. Haley Kitahata, cum laude. Haley C. Klauba, cum laude. Madeline Claire Klepik, cum laude. Colin Peter Knowlton. Alex Timothy Kohlmeyer, cum laude. Caroline E. Koff. Victoria Catherine Korpitz. Brittany Kostreski, cum laude. Kara Elizabeth Kotz. Patricia Kozina. Brianna Marie Kramer, cum laude. Jaden Lee Krebs Carr. John Kreckman. Michaela Catherine Kreider. Logan Wyatt Krogel, cum laude. Brock Allen Kruger. Sarah Ann Kabilius, magna cum laude. Christopher Stephen Kaczynski. Anne Louise Natalie Kewen. Brian Edward Kuhl. Brooke Luann Kolbita, cum laude. Isabella Rosa Kwasinski, summa cum laude. Kelsey LaMartina, cum laude. Tyson William Francis Land. Michael Gabriel Larea. Joshua Joseph Lash. Julie Loggle, magna cum laude. Michael T. Layfield. Nathan D. Leatherman, summa cum laude. Crystal L. Lee. Francesca Lenzi, magna cum laude. Alec J. Lacar, cum laude. Zachary Ligmanowski. John F. Lindberg. Imante L. Logan. Sylvia Alondra Lopez. Myra Lopez Barajas. Ruby Elizabeth Aller Lowe. David A. Lowry. Donovan Lowry. Caleb Matthew Lundquist. Ashley Lauren Lusk. James A. McDonald. Ariana Macedo. Abigail C. McLaughlin. Caitlin Ann Madden. Kellen McGuire, cum laude. Ines Maximovic. Anna Elizabeth Mansell. Emily Anna Manicus. Kate Minjarez. Olivia Jean Manzella, magna cum laude. Ramon Eduardo Marin. Jewel Ann Markowski, cum laude. Emily Rose Morazzo, cum laude. Vincenzo L. Moroni. Julia Elaine P. Marteja. Alan Martinez. Jeremias O. Martinez, cum laude. Becca Hope Matheson. Katie Jeanette Mayer. Tyler W. Meyerhofer. Cassandra Mayorga. Danielle Marie McAuliffe. Caitlin Marie McCauley. Brian McDonough. Kelly Marie McGovern. Connor Raymond McGurry. Wesley David McQuaid. James Tyler McQuality. Emily Jane McReynolds. Ross Allen McWethy. Casey Allen McWhirter. Aime Medina. Peter R.T. Medlin, magna cum laude. Angela Madison Menifee. Sharon M. Metzger. Adam Ross Mavora. Erica Meza. Brooke Colleen Mahalik, cum laude. Lauren Alexandra Migas, cum laude. Elizabeth Joy Miller, cum laude. Glenn Anthony Miller. Timothy William Miller, Jr. Killian Stephen Mills. Emily Maeve Millord. Nicole H. Manassian. Stephanie Miranda. Scott Charles Mitchell, Jr. Garrett Moore. Megan M. Morales. Kevin P. Morgan, cum laude. Ryan Neal Morgan. Anthony C. Morick. Emma Ray Mosier, cum laude. Pierce L. Muha. Juan Munoz. Jacob Riley Morowski. Jessica Irene Murphy. Zach Murphy. Christopher Thor Myers. Kevin Edward Nalewski, cum laude. Mia Renee Narcissi. Raven Bernadine Nash. Brandon N. Nasty. Louis A. Navarrete. Dalton Russell Ness. Michelle Lynette Nilsson. Benjamin Donald Nordman. Tyler Dennis Oakley. Caitlin Jane O'Brien, cum laude. Sarah Marie Obrist, cum laude. Ryan John Odine, magna cum laude. Patricia Ellen O'Donnell. Glenn O'Fallon, cum laude. Margaret Anna O'Hare. Daniel O'Keefe. Hallie Renee Olson. Adrian Ivan Oreja, magna cum laude. Rachel K. Oriati, magna cum laude. Gerardo Orozco. Tomomi Osada. Janice Owino. Valerie Owino. Megan N. Passetti, cum laude. Allison J. Palis. Jenna Lynn Pape. Constantine Pappas. Samantha Paz. Chris Eric Peterson. Joy Lynn Pelican. Eliana Penafiel. Rebecca Ann Pereno, magna cum laude. Eftihia Perulis. Nicole Constance Perazzi, magna cum laude. Alexander J. Peters. Brittany Alexandria Peters. Austin J. Potus. Adam Paklop. Jesus M. Ponce. Kyle A. Preuss. Jacqueline Prince. Sarah Ann Prozia, cum laude. Stephen Pulaski, cum laude. Sabina Kiros, cum laude. Carly Elizabeth Randolph, magna cum laude. Nicole Rash. Diego Alexander Reeb, magna cum laude. Michelina Marie Replogle. Maria Requena. Noelia Reyes. Tony Reyes. Kelsey Marie Nava Richardson, cum laude. Jacqueline Rico. Samantha Lee Ring. Tyler James Ringel. Bonnie Lee Richmond. Haley Robertson. America Rodriguez. Lisette Marie Rodriguez, cum laude. Yesenia Ann Rodriguez. Christopher Michael Romling, cum laude. Connor Anthony Rogers. Jamie Roan. Julia Rose. Sarah Irene Rosenberg. Andrew Roy. Amber Rosansky St. Ange. Cody Ray Rudnick. Teal Marie Rousseau, magna cum laude. Astrid M. Rutaya Sire. Elizabeth Rudder. Shannon Lee Ryan, cum laude. Madison Mackenzie Reinkar. Christopher Sacco. Erica Lisette Salcido. Robert Allen Salisbury. Emily I. Salamoni, summa cum laude. Aaron San Clemente Morrison. Andres S. Santoliva. Eva F. Sarnelli, magna cum laude. Louis Scarlatti. Sarah Schock, cum laude. Allison Shellhase. Taylor E. Shearer. Peter John Schiller, cum laude. Brittany Schultz, cum laude. Ross J. Seaton. Caitlin A. Seibert, cum laude. Anthony J. Serafini. Clarissa Serrano. Lisa Marie Scarbosa. Cameron A. Sherrill. Emily Jane Schiffler. Alicia Mary Shumway, magna cum laude. Lamia Farha Siddiqui, cum laude. Ivy Veronica Siebert. Andrew Michael Signa, cum laude. Fayana Sims, cum laude. Stephen Sismelik, cum laude. Amber Nicole Skolovic, magna cum laude. Josie Smith. Monica Concetta Smith. Diana Angelica Sokolov, cum laude. Christian Solano. Thomas Patrick Sora. Alexander J. Sorensen. Anne Marie Sortino, magna cum laude. Samantha Sotelo, cum laude. Daniel James Spaka Panicha. Sydney M. Stacy. Teresa Lynn Sterner. Kara Noel Emma Stevens. Jessica M. Stewart. Morgan Shelby Stieber. Anna Jessica Steemack, cum laude. Callie Marie Strakota. Michaela Strasser, summa cum laude. Claire Ann Savela, cum laude. Tyler Scott Swanson. Mallory Nicole Sylvester. Oscar Sylvester Garcia. Alyssa Tarantino. Konstantina Evtimova Teseva, cum laude. Amber Delisa Taylor. Matthew Robert Taylor. Katie Thavara, cum laude. Isaiah Z. Thompson. Cassandra Ann Thorne, cum laude. Chase Michael Tomney. Christopher Tovar. Tara Nicole Treleski. Jenna Ruth Trenyar. Victoria Trowbridge. Kevin Jeffrey Troxel. Drew Tyler Kim Truckenmiller. Rachel Viola Tucker, magna cum laude. Evangeline Marie Tui. Sierra N. Turks. Marissa N. Urbanik. Rolitza Y. Volkanova, cum laude. Jacob John Vanderlee. Anthony Frank Vitimo. Morgan A. Villafana. Edgar Villegas. Brianna Lynn Volpentesta. Annalie Walker. Anna Christine Walker, summa cum laude. Kelly Morgan Wallner. Samantha Diane Walls. Thomas Walsh. Charles Joseph Walters. Alexander Ray Ward. Shauna Keeley Watson. Jessica Brooke Weaver, summa cum laude. Donna Weems. Meredith Marie Wells. Susanna Alina Wenzel. Danielle Nicole Werner. Kevin L. Whalen. Zoe C. White. Monica Wickman. Taylor Marie Williams. Dimitri A. Wilson. Lucas Reed Winder. Andrew Winter, cum laude. Adam Schoen Winters, cum laude. Michael Robert Wiz. Danielle Jordan Wohead, cum laude. Anita Jane Wolf. Sean Woodford. Mary Claire Roble, cum laude. Heather Marie Rosinski, cum laude. Elizabeth Yamashiroya, cum laude. Angela J. Zauer. Michael Salvatore Ziccarelli. Brooke Allen. Zoe I. Atkins. Madeline Rose Aubuchon, magna cum laude. Margaret Claire Bailey. Arheni Balan. Natalie Marie Bernier, magna cum laude. Brooke E. Bianchi, cum laude. Hannah Blaget. Luxana Lou Bohan, magna cum laude. Natalie Bush, cum laude. Mitchell James Cervantes. Justin Michael Cole, cum laude. Michael F. Davidson. Rachel Lynn Durcasey, cum laude. Jeremy Brian Ducharme, cum laude. Ashley V. Fagerson. Patrick A. Fallon. Richard O. Franzen. Jacqueline Freeman, cum laude. Luke Benjamin Frederick. Emily Gaither, cum laude. Orlando Gallegos. Morgan Christine Geiser. Brittany Marie Gibbs, magna cum laude. Andrew J. Gillingham, cum laude. Madison Michelle Haley, magna cum laude. Andrew Hayes, magna cum laude. Jonathan E. Hewitt. Russell Ho. Julia Angelina Holt. Megan Marie Horton. Austin Ionta. Emily Elise Kanuski. Amanda Michelle Kester. Jake Kola. Matt Koski. Vihar Kotari. Lauren Marie Kroner. Jordan Kruger, cum laude. Haley Christine Cook, cum laude. Daniel Robert LeBerry. Mary Caitlin Lanou. Antonio Laporte, magna cum laude. Jessica Marie Lewis. Elias Lucanus. Kayla Madigan. Nathan James Maher. Brandon L. Malone. Matthew Allen Marcotte. David B. Matthews. Alyssa Mauser. Taryn McKenna, cum laude. Luke McCaw. Michaelin Nicole McDonald, summa cum laude. Matthew McGowan. Rolando Medrano. Stephen J. Meister, magna cum laude. Abby Christine Mickley, cum laude. Matthew Milkey. Grace Elizabeth Onesti. Zachary S. Orban, cum laude. Abina F. Owusu. Matthew W. Panducci. Natalie R. Pavlik, cum laude. Landon G. Petzold, summa cum laude. Kimberly Castillo Porcevigan, magna cum laude. Giacomo Raimondi. James Rector. Ryan Allen Reeves. Shane Rachel Esmeralda Rahuso. Jacob Rizzo. Amanda K. Robinson. Timothy Rowe. Anthony I. Rosado. Alejandro M. Rosales, cum laude. Nathan Rafati. Sean A. Rush. Devante Amir Sanders Funchess. David A. Santana. Dane Sheeline. Amy Lynn Simmons, summa cum laude. Aaron Lynn Smigla. Nicole Louise Smith, cum laude. Aaron Matthew Marcus Spivey. Austin Tennant. Brett Daniel Toohill. Emily E. Vargo. E. Tien Tran Vo. Jennifer Lee Voitel, cum laude. Taben Verba, magna cum laude. Stephen Waldrop. Colton James Monroe West. Mason Whipple. Benjamin Joseph Wiley. Robert J. Wingirter. Amanda R. Wright, magna cum laude. Ryan Elizabeth Ruth Robleski, cum laude. Jasmine Marasigan Yang, cum laude. Michael Ryan Zebold, summa cum laude. Elsa Lizette Zuniga, cum laude. Stephanie Rochelle Zwick, cum laude. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating North Central College's class of 2018.
Graduates, please rise. On behalf of the faculty, administration, and Board of Trustees of North Central College, I congratulate you and welcome you as alumni of the college. Now, as a symbol of your new status, I invite you to exercise the ancient privilege you have earned, transferring the scholar's tassel from the right side of your mortarboard to the left. You may congratulate each other and receive the applause of your friends and family. Please be seated.
Today's ceremony marks an important transition in your lives, but also the beginning of many new relationships. That's because you've just begun a new role here, your lifelong relationship with North Central College as alumni. You've just joined more than 27,000 other graduates who are also members of the North Central College family. Congratulations and welcome, class of 2018. Like any other family, we want you to stay connected to your alma mater. Let us know about your graduate degree, your wedding, or your children, your exciting new job, or 40 years from now, your retirement. In 2068, we will induct you into the 50-year club at homecoming. But I'm fairly certain there'll be a different board chair standing in at that time. Perhaps one of you. Please know that you're always welcome on campus for reunions, at homecoming, an athletic event, a concert, or a play. You can make an impact here by speaking in a class or by recommending your alma mater to future North Central students, or even hiring one someday. You are now part of a big extended clan of devoted Cardinal fans who have helped and supported you in ways you may not have even realized. The North Central family has cheered on your successes, and now it's your turn to share in the success of the future students. I hope that for you, this campus will always be home. Again, congratulations, best wishes, and God bless.
Thank you, Jim. Now I'd like to introduce new graduate, Sarah Dumler of Naperville, Illinois, to give the benediction. Sarah majored in elementary education, and she is looking forward to working as a reading and math interventionist in Hanover Park, Illinois. During her time at North Central, she was part of Focus and Junior-Senior Scholars, worked as a tour guide for the Office of Admission, and was part of the orientation staff. Following the benediction, I invite all of you to remain standing and join in singing our alma mater, which is printed in your program. Leading us will be the graduating members of the concert choir, women's chorale, and concert winds. Please stand for the benediction. Sarah.
Please join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this time and space to celebrate the accomplishments of each person in this room. We are also thankful for the presence of loved ones here today who have played a significant role in our educational journeys. We come before you humbly, grateful for how you have worked in our lives throughout our time at North Central. We praise you for the challenges that have strengthened us, the successes that have driven us, and the relationships that have supported us. We thank you for the opportunities you have provided us to grow and find our purpose. Lord, I pray over the path you have set before each person here today. We offer up our hearts and lives to you as we look forward to the ways in which you can use us for your good work. Guide us during times of uncertainty and provide us with peace and joy. Lead us to fulfill the plans you have designed for our unique abilities and passions. As we begin a new season today, I pray we would glorify you with our lives. Please bless our hands to do the work you have set before us, our minds to continue learning and believing in light and truth, and our hearts to contribute love and compassion to the world. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.